Welcome to Miami Gardens, Florida. A gorgeous day for college football, and we are fired up to see the Miami Hurricanes open another season at Hard Rock Stadium. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Louisville Cardinals, taking on the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Hurricanes ready to get this thing started and open the season. On the move from inside his own 20. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. They go to the ground. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
Curl route seems simple, but when you time it like that so it's right on him, man, that's a tough play to stop.
And give the receiver a lot of credit, too, because he knew where the sticks were. He got his depth on the route, and then he came back to the football. All young receivers can learn from this guy right here. Come back to the ball and help your quarterback out.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that 1st down.
Gets it out quickly. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming.
For a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out in front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
Dropping back, it's Wicks. Looking to the big tight end. It's caught. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Now the crowd responding in the red zone, trying to help this defense. They're going back to the ground. Relying on that running game inside the red zone. He picked up 3 to the 11. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll go to the toss. Pickup of 1. It's down at the 11.
And a lot of times the defense is focused on the middle, right? Bring more big bodies in the red zone. Don't let them run the football. Offense tries to do the opposite. Get outside. Get their speed so the football had a little bit of success, but nice job by this defense.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
Great timing by the defense there. Obviously, the offense has the ball in the red zone. You're trying to create a negative play to back them up. They do that with the sack, and if they're now going to try a field goal, it's going to be a little more work for the kicker.
Absolutely perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
Well, the head coach has to like that. It's the first drive of the entire year. You did some good stuff on the drive. You get yourself in field goal range. Most important, you come away with points to kick this season off.
Bringing it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Offense set on first down. Looking to move it through the air. Finds his tight end. Barishnikov should be so sweet. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Man, it's so nice to have a quarterback who doesn't flinch. You watch it, man. He's hanging in there, right? Hanging in there. Takes some time for those routes to get down the field. Gets hit as he throws it, but delivers the ball, a catchable ball down the field, and makes the big play. Nice toughness by that young man.
Makes the grab on the left side. Afterburner's coming. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Miami! And the extra point makes it 7-3. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. That might be overdoing it, keeping it away from the return man as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense lining up for a first down play. Here's the handoff. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Looking downfield, it's Wicks. Makes a connection. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
There's a great example of the offensive coordinator and quarterback being on the exact same page. The coordinator is anticipating man coverage. The quarterback recognizes it, and immediately he knows which receiver to go to attack this defense.
One man in the backfield, and he gets it. He'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
They'll try the run. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on first down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going to that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different that can give this offense something to think about.
Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter.
Miami 7, Louisville 3.
The Cardinals are threatening in the red zone. Fast motion from the offense. To the ground with the back. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
And a lot of coaches put a lot of emphasis on situational type running, right? When it's a goal to go to situation, short yardage situation, like when I need to run the football and they know I'm running the football. Right there, haven't had a lot of success, but I needed a few yards to get the first down. Great job by the offensive line, creating some space and getting the first down.
Makes the grab on the left. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. You don't tip the scales at 3 bills. Stay on the sidelines. Big boys in the goal line D. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. They go right back to this guy on 2nd and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
The give. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
4th down here. It's still early in the game. I'm not chasing points. Take the field goal, pay this drive off.
Right, and they have analytical cards nowadays that says the exact situation, what the score is, do you go for it or not? Look at the card, make the decision.
It is perfect. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Maryland is running away with things, and it's thanks in large part to an offense that's been firing on all cylinders. They're up 14 over Alabama. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this.
Hit the afterburners, kid. Ripped off a huge sharp play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
With jet sweep pass. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And listen, they didn't get the huge play off of that, but I love the ability to show that and be able to show plays off of that jet motion and just show them you're willing to complete it. But, you know, get those little chunks at a time. It doesn't have to always be a home run. That's still a successful play.
Looking to pass on 2nd down. He slings it deep to the left. Fires into traffic, picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You know, you play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
Power football with the run. That's a good run to give them some breathing room. Pick up a 3 out to the 5.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Fires to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. You don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong. But sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He'll pull it down. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the 1st down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4.
And as an offense, having success on a run play like that early in the game just opens up all the possibilities of your playbook moving forward. Play action, running the ball, throwing the ball, screens, anything is at your disposal at this point.
Wide out in motion. Back to pass, it's Wicks. Unloads to the wide out. And that ball is picked off. Bringing it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. That throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
The Hurricanes have taken it inside the 20. He's back to throw on second down. Unleashes one. Fires the pass. Intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. To the air on first down. He'll pull it down and run. On the move at the 30. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
Wants to throw on first down. He's got the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
To the air, it's Wicks. Trying to get to it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He looks that one in nicely. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down, they've got it at the 40. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Trying to find his man on first down. Throws to the tight end. Might have led him a little too far. He's able to make the catch, but can't get the feet down in bounds.
Well, even though that pass was incomplete, I wouldn't be shocked if this defense in the second half decides to play some deeper coverages. This offense has already shown they're willing to be aggressive, and they've got a lot of speed. Moving forward, this defense cannot afford to give up big plays in the passing.
He wants to throw it again. Fires to the middle. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. And the Cardinals in the hurry up. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. After the missed connection, it's third down for this offense. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Working on the right. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. The Cardinals come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Wicks. Quick strike complete.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up second and 5, third and 5 than it is when we start.
Oh, what a grab by the defense. Going the other way, and he's got room. Crosses midfield. The 30. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Canes. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. What a play by this defense with a pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Just enough time for one final play of the half. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Miami, 14.
Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep.
Number 19, set to kick this one off.
Coming out with it, it's Levis. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively,
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And I think this team knew going into halftime trailing, their defense was going to have to step up here in the second half. And on the very first play of the third quarter, they get a sack. That is good news for this defense.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
That player is so lucky he did not put that football on the ground. What a tackle by that defender. Phenomenal individual effort getting that tackle for loss.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Setting up the screen. He's loose at the 15. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. And the Canes will bring the punt team onto the field. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. Now on the return. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. To the air, it's Wicks. Getting some heat. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
We've seen this defensive end make a lot of plays. In the run game, he's setting the edge. He's forcing the football to go back inside, but he's not a one-trick pony. He can also get out of his stance, use his hands, and use his speed to beat offensive tackles and get to the QB.
Got it set up on the outside. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers?
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. A deep tradition of backers who make plays and get after quarterbacks. Ray Lewis could do it all back in the day, just like this guy is.
And they look the same, don't they? They look the part, just big, physical, huge guys, but the speed element always there, always in the backfield, making plays.
Working that left side now. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
What's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where you can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the incomplete pass on 3rd down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. And the Cardinals with the 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
The incompletion leads to 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Wicks. Finds his man. Just having these dudes bounce off of him like popcorn. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
It's a reverse. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
And when I can run the football like that on first down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
The Cardinals get it past the sticks.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that first down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. They're going to ride this running back. Give him about a yard on the play. It's down at the 10. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for us.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's got it. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening.
You know, the tight end's going to have to do a better job of separating and giving his quarterback a place to go with the football. That time just couldn't create it, and as a result, as soon as he made the catch, he was brought to the ground, setting up 4th down.
So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. From the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to have. And he missed it. No good. That one could have helped out a bit there, guys, but still an 8-point game.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in this league.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They'll throw it on 1st down. He makes the connection. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Stevens. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter play. The score, Miami 14, Louisville 6.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Quickly complete. And this junior loves to show off that big arm.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
He'll just keep slinging it. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. Looking for more room. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
Trying play action. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
On the play. Brings up third down.
3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the marker. It's Stevens. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
He's going to pass. They're bringing heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
On 2nd down, looking to throw. And the Canes want to move quickly. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle, it's Stevens. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down.
Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Trying to take it back. That's why you love veterans in this defense. They stay locked in on their rules, and he made the pick.
Dude, talk about having to have it. We needed to force the turnover. We had to get the football back. They're in such a good position to run out the clock, try to win. No, sir. Our ball, first down.
That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
Great job staying home by the defense there. Offense trying to go option. The QB keeps it, but we see the great assignment football. Everybody's staying where they're supposed to be, and they're able to rally to the quarterback and tackle him for a loss.
Quick release on the RPO. Jumped on top of the pile. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, and let him do the rest.
And after that incompletion at this juncture of the game, a field goal here would be nice on 4th down, obviously, but do you trust your defense to keep getting stops? If you don't, you've got to go for it here on 4th and short.
No good. Still down by 2. Chance to take the lead out the window. Guys, tough break there. comes that Miami offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. They think there's room to run to the right here. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that defender was just smothering the quarterback on that screen attempt. You know, the QB's taught to hold on to it to the last possible second. He had no shot trying to negotiate that defender.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Looking for a crease to the left. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33.
Hey, how about this offense? They haven't ran the football great today. But right now, when it matters the most, can you be good? Can you be physical? Can you tick that clock and run the rock?
We've reached a 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. The Canes have this offense rolling. Wide receiver shows motion. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Gets it out fast. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Well, they're able to get the completion right now. You know the sense of urgency is up right here. They're in position to go win this game, Dave.
Yeah, and defensively, take your time getting off piles, make them eat clock, get in your defense really, really quickly, and make sure you don't give up any big plays by not being organized.
Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And they will score. Touchdown, Hurricane. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 9 here in the 4th. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Arguably the game of the week, fellas, with 2 top 25 teams locking horns. Maryland is having its way offensively, just marching up and down the field at a breathtaking pace.
Back to pass, it's Wicks. Throws for the tight end. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Wide open, big play opportunity. Hits him right between the numbers. You got to make that play. Those are one of those where I tap my helmet like, dude, that was me. That was on me. My bad. Give me another opportunity later on.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And this is why coaches get paid the big bucks. Tough decision on your own side of the field. 4th quarter, I'm trailing. Is it go time now, or do I trust my defense?
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch past the sticks. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
Well, that's exactly why you practice these 2-minute situations. The quarterback knew exactly where to go. He's trying to work the sideline, save some clock. Great route by the receiver getting open, making the catch, getting out of bounds. And this drive is off to a pretty good start.
Throws to the wideout. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Down to a knee here. The defense still has a couple of timeouts if they want to use them. Here comes the offense on second down. And in a 2-possession game, they'll take a knee. Defense can stop it a couple more times. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to